Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy back. Oh, actually, sorry. Give me 1 sec. I can't believe I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I promise. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why I keep forgetting to put my 3D glass. Like, these are not just 3D glasses. These are prescription. I need these to see. I can't even see straight. I'm playing. You guys know I'm joking. But I'm going to keep the 3D glasses on anyway. And let's get into this Razer Onza review. A lot of people have been asking me about it, been wondering where it was. I just had to get some game time in. I had to actually use the controller to give you guys a real review and my real thoughts and let you guys know whether or not you should really spend the money on picking this up. So, I mean, before I actually get into it and give you guys my thoughts, let's go over the actual facts about this controller and things you can expect to find in the box or features that come with the controller itself. So the Razer Onza actually comes in two editions. There's a standard edition and a tournament edition. So the standard edition comes with multi-function buttons. So there's two buttons right by the right and left bumper, and you can program those to be whatever you want. So I mean, that's a pretty cool feature. It's also available on the tournament edition though. Both the standard and tournament also have hyper response buttons. So I mean, like basically your X, your A, your Y, your B, those are going to respond really well when you click them. So I mean, you don't have to put too much pressure on them, and the minute you put your finger on them, you can pretty well expect that an action is going to be executed. They're both PC compatible, and they both have 15-foot cables. The only difference is the tournament edition has a braided cable. So I mean, that's pretty cool because it doesn't ever get tangled. And when it's 15 feet long, you can pretty damn well guarantee yourself that you will get it tangled at one time or another. But I mean, having it braided, it's really durable and it doesn't get tangled. So pretty cool feature right there. Now there are two specific features that are exclusive to the tournament edition only. So first off, all the buttons are backlit. So I mean, I guess that's cool if you're playing in the dark and you need to see which buttons you're pressing. I don't necessarily know why anyone who would go out of their way to pay 40, 50 bucks for a controller, especially order controller, wouldn't know where every button is anyways. But it's there and it's a cool feature. It does look pretty cool when it's all lit up in the light, in the dark. So it's a pretty cool feature. And I think the coolest feature that the tournament edition actually gives you is the adjustable resistance analog sticks. So you can actually change the resistance of the analog sticks to whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, if you feel like you want to loosen them up a little bit, or you want them to be a little firmer, you can do that. You have the option to do that. So that's a pretty cool option too. Alright, now I'm going to give you guys my actual thoughts and opinions, the good, the bad, and finally the verdict. So the good, I think the controller looks great. It's sleek. Razer is known for really sleek and beautiful kind of designed products. They usually do PC gaming stuff, so they do mice, they do keyboards, and they do a really good job of creating really cool looking stuff. It still feels like the original Xbox controller, but I mean, they've added a little bit of graphic detail on the right hand side, and I think the colors, the black and the green, really work well together. I think it looks cool. Now there was another thing that I kind of left out, and that was a rubberized finish. So there is a little rubberized finish on the tournament edition, and that's really cool. I mean, when you're holding a controller for a long time and you're playing a lot, I mean, sweat can tend to build up, and this is really cool because in this case the sweat builds up, but you're not necessarily going to have the controller slipping and sliding out of your hand. You're not going to have to wipe off your hands too much. I think it's a really good idea to have a rubberized finish. It's really good. So the buttons are very responsive, very much more responsive than the regular controller. I mean, just simply putting your finger, just placing your finger on one of the buttons is going to press the button, so you never have to worry about not executing something when you have to do it really quickly, or if you're depending on your reflexes and they don't work out. They will work out, trust me. So if you notice, every button on the D-pad is its own separate button. This is cool because I mean, you won't accidentally push right when you meant to push down. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be no confusion. If you're pressing on the down button, the only input that can possibly be executed is down. And one of the biggest features that people are buying this for is the multi-function buttons. So basically they allow you to program two secondary bumpers to whatever you'd like. So I mean, it's cool. You get to do cool things like jumping without taking your finger off either of the analog sticks. You can still use the tactical layout drop shot, as well as have a pretty dependable panic knife. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So the only negative sides I can really find to this controller are the price point. So I mean, $50 is kind of a little bit on the expensive side when it comes to purchasing a controller, but a lot of the, higher end customized controllers can run you up to like $100 nowadays. So 50 bucks really isn't all that bad. So for you control freak addicts out there, unfortunately the control freaks do not fit on this controller. It does kind of suck because I'm used to using the control freaks, but I have a feeling control freak will probably get something together and probably work something out. But in the meantime, it's okay, you can do without it. The two triggers actually feel a little flimsy, a little weak. I mean, they don't feel like they're gonna break or anything like that, but they just don't feel as solid and as full as the real Xbox controller. So all in all, my verdict is I would definitely recommend this controller to you guys. I mean, I think it's worth the money. $50 isn't too much to ask when you're looking at a really good controller. It feels good. We're gonna have to see how it handles in the future. I hope no parts break or anything like that. But knowing Razer, knowing the products that they put out, I have faith that this is a good quality product and it'll last for a while. I would definitely recommend getting the tournament edition. Don't waste your money getting the original edition. The features in the tournament are pretty decent, and for just $10 more, in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. I wouldn't even bother getting the original edition if I were you. And I mean, I'm excited and I'm happy that Razer has kind of expanded onto the console side of gaming, and I'm excited to see what they come out with in the future. For those of you who have the controller, please give me your thoughts. Let me know how you feel about this controller and what you think. And also, this is my first ever kind of review that I've ever done like this, so please give me your thoughts. And if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks, guys.